Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allah says, وَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Worship Allah and don't associate any partners with Him, and be the best you can possibly be, especially when it comes to your parents. Ihsan means excellence, to be excellent with your parents. Nothing short of excellence when it comes to both your parents. وَبِذِي الْقُرْبَى, and show excellence to people that possess close relations to you. وَالْيَتَامَى, and orphans, وَالْمَسَاكِينَ, and people who are financially in desperation. So now you've got a few categories of people. You've got parents, close relatives, orphans, people in financial difficulty. But now listen, وَالْجَارِ ذِي الْقُرْبَى, and neighbors that are close to you. Neighbors that possess closeness. وَالْجَارِ الْجُنُوبِ, neighbors that are right by your side. And actually, what this means is neighbors that are a little further away. So you have Dhil Qurba and then Al-Junub, around the block, around the corner. And then he says, وَالصَّاحِبِ بِالْجَنْبِ, and even the companion that you have right next to you when you're commuting. In other words, parents were talked about once, orphans, or close relatives were talked about once, then, yatama, the orphans were talked about, and the financially desperate were talked about. When it comes to neighbors, he says your immediate neighbor, your further neighbor, even your neighbor when you're commuting, like on a bus or a train, or, even somebody who's temporarily accompanying you is considered your neighbor. Be the best you can possibly be to them. It's remarkable that in this one ayah, Allah Azza wa Jalla makes so much emphasis on the rights of neighbors, people that we accompany in society that don't necessarily know us. And He's put them in the same list as family. And then at the end of this ayah, if you don't do this, what is that a sign of? He says, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ مَنْ كَانَ مُخْتَالًا فَخُورًا. Allah actually does not love someone who has a very lofty idea of themselves and is full of pride. In other words, it's pride that keeps people from reaching out to their neighbor. And if there's one thing Allah detests in Islam, it's pride. So my appeal to myself and my Muslim friends and community members is that they go out of their way to do good to their neighbors. And that's not just about da'wah, it's actually about just taking care of them. Helping them out when they need any help, sharing your joys with them. Giving them a gift, giving them some extra cake that you got or something like that, or letting them borrow the car if they need to, or something or another, or if they're away, you can watch over their place and make sure that you take care of them. These are the kinds of things that are actually very basically minimum. These are minimum. Allah is not asking for the minimum towards your neighbor, like I can tolerate my neighbor, or I'm okay with my neighbor. No, He wants the best of your behavior to your neighbor. Ihsan to your neighbor. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us people of ihsan to our neighbors in every circumstance, and may Allah Azza wa Jal make our neighbors witnesses for us and not against us on Judgment Day. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.